Welcome back. Now, when we know that what adverbs are, I have just taught you in the last lesson. Today we will discuss few rules of adverbs which are to be considered while using adverbs. Adverbs are generally not asked directly but in the form of errors. So these rules will help you to found those errors which you are generally doing. So the first rule is this is something which I have already told you in the lesson of adverb. That is, adjective qualifies a noun and a pronoun, whereas adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. Means adverb is actually not doing something, but it is modifying a verb. Like, she ran more quickly than I. Here, more quickly is an adverb and it is modifying the verb ran. Means in this sentence, we are showing that the verb ran is exactly how taking place. Means she is running, okay, but how? She is running more quickly than somebody else. So we used she ran more quickly than I. You see that here I'm not qualifying any pronoun or something. I am just making a modification in the verb ran. Next sentence, she is a very skillful dancer. She is dancer. Here this is like she is pronoun and dancer is some adjective we have used. Here very skillful is actually adverb and it is modifying this dancer. Means if I say she is a skillful dancer or she is a very skillful dancer, mean to say is that she is a good dancer. Or we can say the same sentence like she dances very skillfully. Okay, after this rule number 2 is position of adverb. That means where we are placing adverb in a sentence. Now, adverb of time such as always, often, already, just, never, ever, rarely, frequently are generally placed before the verb they modify. Let us try to understand this with an example. My brother comes often every Sunday. Here, often is something which is placed wrong. Actually, the often is adverb of time and it should be placed before the verb comes. So the correct sentence will be my brother often comes every Sunday. Okay, you can understand the sense of the sentence, right? My brother often comes every Sunday. Often is adverb of a time and comes is a verb in the sentence. He never talks ill of the friends. Never is coming before the verb talks. So this sentence is correct. He is always satisfied. The sentence is also correct because always is placed before the the verb satisfied. So it is clear that adverb of time should be placed before the verb they modify. Coming to the next rule, placement of adverb of manner. Adverb of manner like slowly, soundly, immediately, etc. are placed only after the intransitive verbs. However, the verb can be placed either before or after the transitive verb. But when the adverb is adverb of manner, it should be placed only after the intransitive verbs. Like, he soundly slept last night. No, actually, the sentence should be he slept soundly last night. Here, soundly is adverb of manner and it should be placed after the intransitive verb. Like, he returned immediately. The sentence is correct because immediately is adverb of manner and it is placed after the intransitive verb. So it is clear that adverbs of manner should be placed only after intransitive verbs. Okay, coming to the next rule, both the words never and not are adverbs and they are different. The use of never for not is incorrect. Try to understand this rule. I never went to Ooty last year. The sentence is wrong. Now, when I use never, in that case, I mean that the happening is not it is not happened even once. Means if I say I never went to Ooty, means I haven't gone to Ooty ever in my life. But if I say I did not went to Ooty last year, by this sentence I mean that I have gone Ooty sometime like in the past but not in the last year. But I have went sometime. Okay, so here when you are using never and last year, both are not making sense. So the sentence can be either I did not went to Ooty last year or I never went to Ooty. Both of last year and never here is wrong. Never is used in case when something is not happened till now, means not even once. Like if I say I never allow my son to go out in dark, not even once. So never is right here. Next rule of adverb is use of negative adverbs. Negative adverbs should not be used with the words negative in meaning. So, two negatives should be avoided. If there are two negative adverbs or they are used with words negative in meaning, they are making sentence wrong logically. Words like seldom, nowhere, never, nothing, hardly, etc. are some of the adverbs expressing negative meaning. Like, they do not seldom come here. The sentence is wrong because seldom is itself showing that they are coming very less. So the sentence should be like, they seldom come here. Now, you can understand that seldom means something which is happening very less or very rare. So, if we use seldom with do not, it will be wrong logically because do not is showing which is not happening and seldom is showing something which is happening but in less amount. So, we should use seldom like they seldom come here. He does not write well and I do not write neither. No, you can see here I have used not and neither. Both are showing negative sense. The sentence should be like he does not write well and I do not write either. So these adverbs are used in such a way that there should be no error and no change in the meaning or sense of the sentence. So guys, this was it for today. Till next video, keep learning, keep watching.